Welcome to another edition of Te Akau TV. I'm joined this morning by Te Akau racing manager Reece Trumper. Reece, another great week there with 7 winners.
Yeah, morning, Hazy. Yeah, it was a fantastic week. All the horses are running well, and it's great.
Well, let's quickly talk through some of those winners. At Te Rapa there on Saturday, we had Soprano Supreme win there for Fortuna Racing. Tokyo Tycoon got Sam Burgessen's best bet up. He's 8 from 9. Impressive tipping record there on Te Akau TV. And of course, it was great to see Prix de Fer win there. Prix de Fer backs up again tomorrow in the Captain Cook Stakes.
Yeah, Soprano Supreme was really good. It was a great ride by Palmer, and she needed the whole 2400 to get the win, but it was really encouraging from her, and she's a really valuable mare. Tokyo Tycoon, he's a real professional type, and his trial at Matamata was outstanding, and Michael McNabb was very pleased with him, and Prix de Fer, he really deserved it, and it was a good win because he settled back last, and he had to come the widest. And it was a good effort, so we'll back him up.
Great. And Whanganui there on Saturday was the story of the two bells, and that closed off 5 winners on the day there on Saturday. Of course, Inca Bell won there for Fortuna Racing, second win in consecutive starts. And, of course, La Flora Bell won the Whanganui Cup there for Murray Lester.
They were both really good rides by Joe as well. Excuse me. And it was really good for Inca Bell. She looks like a mare with a lot of upside, and La Floral Bell was great. Marie Lester's just let us do whatever we want with her, and the time's been her best friend, and she's going to get rewarded for sure now.
Fantastic. And Rotorua there on Wednesday, we had Kai win there for a good group of owners. This horse is trying to get a number of seconds early on in her career, and now starting to put some proper form together.
Yeah, she's not the biggest horse in the world. She's quite small, but she's got a massive heart, and if you had a barn full of Kais, you'd be very happy because you know she's always going to give you 100%. And it was a great ride by Craig, and she looks like a mare with a bit of ability.
And another horse there with ability, finally finding some form again. Supreme Khan won as well.
Yeah, it looked a real ideal race for him. We'll probably put a set of visor blinkers on him next start. He got to the lead and then just gawked around a bit. He's got plenty of ability. I remember last season we were going to try and set him for a Copeland's or a Stewards. We thought that much of him, and it's good that he's starting to put it all back together.
Great. All right, well, let's kick into it. This will be very short but sweet. We've got the 6 runners, 4 there at Auckland Racing Club at Pukekohe Park and the 2 there down at Trentham. So we're going to kick off at the Pukekohe Park meeting in race 7. The Mitchell Family Bone Crusher Stakes. It's a Group 3 race, 3-year-old set weights over 1,400 metres. We've got Lord Cosmos drawn barrier 3 with Hakeem Kamarudin on board. And, of course, Hakeem started riding this week. Hasn't had a win yet, but he's had a couple of close seconds.
Yeah, he's riding really well, Hakeem. Every ride he's had, he's done the job right. And he even had a ride for John Wheeler yesterday, and he was very happy with him. Lord Cosmos, we've freshened him since his disappointing run at Hastings. We've drawn a good gate of 3. He trolled only okay at Matamata, but he didn't have the hood on. As soon as he gets the hood on, he'll fly again. He's quite a laid-back sort of chap, and I'm expecting a nice run over 1,400 fresh. He's certainly a place chance.
And Kabugi there, drawn barrier 9 with Joe Kamarudin on board. A bit of a head-scratcher there last start, but the form prior was quite strong.
It was a bit of a head scratcher. We're drawn awkwardly from barrier 9, but we'll get back and get a bit of cover from there. Joe's running exceptionally well. He's really flying at the minute. And, he's one right-handed, this horse, so that holds no fears. And I think a big roomy track for him to let down will really help him. And the Satono Aladdins are really nice horses, so I'm expecting him to run a really good race as well.
And the Waikato stud filly Skew Whiff might be flying slightly under the radar there, drawn barrier 11 with Vinnie Colgan on board.
Yeah, she's a very promising filly. She's still doing a lot wrong in the barriers. If she can sort out her barrier manners and jump out with them, I think we could get a soft sectional like she did at Tauranga. We've drawn awkwardly from barrier 11, so we're going to have to go one way or another there, or else we'll be deep. She's one right-handed, and Vinnie Colgan's good man in the saddle. If she behaves well, I see her actually being a close to winning chance.
Great. And race 10 there, the Dunstan Feed Stayers Championship qualifier, rating 65 benchmark. Of course, this is an all-important race to get points there for that Boxing Day race, I believe. We have got Alawinda, drawn barrier 5 with Hakeem Cameroon on board, last start winner.
Yeah, she's really flying. South African jockey Craig Zaki was down on Thursday and worked her, and he was so happy with her work. And she's really come on since her win at the course at Pukekohe, where she was so good. She is nominated for the Stella Artois series, so it's good to get some points and get an early start on that. And we've drawn a great gate from barrier 5, and I'm expecting her to run well again.
Great. And we head across to Trentham there, and we kick off in race 4, the Group 2 Mode Technology Wakefield Challenge Stakes. It's for the 2-year-olds in the set weight conditions over 1,100 metres. Last start winner, Believe in Magic, drawn barrier 4 with Craig Grills on board.
She's a beautiful filly that Dave brought at the sales for 200,000 off Westbury, and she won very, very well after being taken on at Woodville. Craig Grill sticks with her, which we're really happy about. We've drawn a great gate at barrier 4 because the junction can find a few 2-year-olds out at Trentham, so we can hopefully get stuck away with a bit of cover there and get over that nicely. And she's had a trip away, so she knows what it's all about. And yeah, her work has been very good this week, and we're expecting her to run very, very well.
Of course, she's only got just the $8,000 in the bin from her last start win, but I'm sure even placing in a race like this will almost secure her spot in the Cracker Million as well.
Yeah,
so look out for her. And then we kick off down the line there again in race 8, the Group 1 Ridges Wellington Captain Cook States. Underweight for age conditions over the mile. We've got Pre-Defer, the last start winner last weekend, drawn barrier 10 with Michael McNabb on board.
Yeah, he's really flying this preparation. The only time he hasn't shown his best was on a very, very wet track at Hastings. But he deserves a Group 1. He's been a bridesmaid a lot, and Mark's really turned him around. He's done some great things for this horse, and I'm expecting him to run well again off that, what he did on Saturday.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. There's the 6 runners for the week, a bit of a short but select bunch of runners, Reece, which puts the challenge on you to find a winner out of the 6.
A horse that I think can win is Alunda in the last, but Believe in Magic is a top 3 chance as well at Trentham.
Fantastic. There you go. So Alunda in the last there at Pukekohe Park, and Believe in Magic, a place bet in the Wakefield Challenge Stakes as well. So that wraps up the weekend's runners. Of course, David Ellis is over in the Hunter Valley this week inspecting yearlings. He's been out at Coolmore Stud, and I believe he saw Avantage and her foal Wooten Bassett, Reece.
Yeah. There's a photo on the media, and it looks like a very nice foal. And Avantage was obviously one of the greatest horses Dave's ever brought. And for me personally, she's one of the best I've ever seen and touched. So it's good that he's out there seeing her again.
Absolutely. So keep an eye out. There'll be a couple of photos posted to the social media accounts. If you haven't seen them already, then have a look. The foal looks amazing. So there you go. There's the weekend runners. Short but sweet this week, but we'll catch you again next week as we lead into Waikato Cup Day there at Te Rapa. Cheers, Reece.